Alright, so in this video we will see how we can run the same test in non-GUI mode. The reason that we have to run in non-GUI mode is, or from command line, is because generally we create the scripts using the GUI, but when we are running the scripts we should be running it from command line because this GUI is resource intensive and it takes up the whole bunch of resources. So if you run more load using this UI GUI mode, then there are more chances for your whole computer to go on a halt or freeze. So we will be running this script from non-GUI mode. Okay, so for that, let's open our command line. So we have our command line open. For this specific stuff, we have to go to the bin folder of JMeter. Okay, so let's go to the bin folder of JMeter. It is Apache, yeah, bin. Okay, so now we are in bin folder of JMeter. To run the script, we have to, there is a command that we have to write, and that is a simple command. Okay, it starts with JMeter, then space -n. -n tells that it is going to be running in non-GUI mode. Then it is -t. -t specifies the path of the JMX file. So in our case, our path is on desktop. So I will, so this is the path of my desktop, and then it will ask us where exactly do we want to save the file at. Okay, so then it is log the results at this specific location with this specific name, and we're gonna give the name, let's just do file.jtl. JTL is JMeter extension, so it's always preferred to use JDL, but you can also use CSV, but it is also always preferred to use JDL. Okay, now all you have to do is just hit enter, and we can see it is running and it has provided us with the summary. And if you see on the desktop, we have the JDL file here. I have two monitors, so it was showing up on the other monitor. So over here you can see the JTL file. There is one more thing that we want to discuss over here. So in case if you want to not just run the test and generate this test file, but you also want to generate the HTML file along with the this test file, we can do that one as well. So most of the command remains the same, but there is only one thing that we have to add, that is -e and -o, and then the location where we want to save the HTML file at. So in our case, we're gonna do that again on the same location on the desktop. So let's try this one as well. And Already, so we can see it did pass, and we have two more files generated. One is the log file, the result file, and then there's another uh, result file which has the documents or the HTML dashboard report. If you open this HTML report, there is this content which will be generated. You double click on it and you will see a dashboard report that looks something like this. That will tell us everything what we did see in the listeners on the GUI mode. Alright, so next thing we want to discuss is, let's say if you have generated the JTL file, or let's say if you have generated the result file, but now you wanna make the HTML dashboard report for that specific file. So there is a way we can do that one as well. So there are a lot of times the resources are not that much, and you are running the JMeter scripts over on the pod, and you don't want to create the dashboard reports on the pod, because at the time when it is being generated, there might be other tests that are going on, so which can bring the whole system down, because this generation is resource intensive as well. So it's always recommended to do it afterwards, but in case if you want to do it with the whole test run, you can. We did see that, but now we're gonna see, in case if we have the result file, which is this JTL file or CSV file, how to generate the dashboard report. Let's go to the command line again. So this is exactly the command that we're going to use. Let's delete this. Already, so now we can see we have two result files, and okay, we want to generate the dashboard report, let's say again in this folder, and we will just have JMeter -G, and with the location of the file, the JDL file, and -O, the location where you want to save the HTML report. Make sure the folder is empty. Okay, hit enter, and you will see that the file will be generated. And if you double click on it, you will see the same file here. Okay, so with that, thank you, and please do subscribe to the channel. It helps me, and I'm gonna keep on providing more content on performance, and I'm gonna keep providing more content on Java as well. Please do see the Java tutorials as well for the automation engineering stuff. And if you want to be looking into the Spring Boot Java development, we will be starting those tutorials within the next few weeks as well. As well as we're going to be talking about JavaScript as well in future tutorials. So make sure you get yourself a good lessons from the whole videos that I'm posting. And please, if you like anything out of this video, if you understood anything out of this video, and you want me to continue post more content and keep all you folks educated, and please like and subscribe.